Last week, as you will recall, Hasbro announced it was getting rid of Mr. Potato Head, except not really. Hasbro has decided to rebrand as Potato Head because they sell a Mr. and a Mrs. They have predetermined the genders of the potatoes instead of just sticking them all up the backside of the potato and letting individuals decide for themselves. But Hasbro was trying to balance between the wokes and the non-wokes. First, they came for Mr. Potato Head. Now, they're coming for Dr. Seuss. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution has a education column. And there is a guest column now from a teacher, Cheris Granger Mbugawa, I think, Mbugua. She is a national board certified teacher. She's a Spelman graduate. And she writes about Dr. Seuss. A 2019 study found only 2% of Dr. Seuss's human characters were people of color, and they were reduced to racist caricatures. Now, I want to read you part of this because there are some points that must be made. Nearly 7 years ago, when I was pregnant with my first child and filled with all the wonder and anticipation of an inexperienced mom-to-be, I was gifted a lovely hardcover collection of Dr. Seuss classics by a dear coworker and friend. From How the Grinch Stole Christmas to The Cat in the Hat, this anthology of Seuss favorites struck me as a thoughtful and generous gift. Little did I know at the time, and honestly, even up until recently, the racist and damaging history of Dr. Seuss and his work, which included many famous children's stories, illustrations, and minstrel shows. I am inclined to believe that the friend who gave me the book was also ignorant of the harmful and destructive stereotypes Seuss used. Listen to that. I am inclined to believe, not I don't know, but I am inclined to believe the friend had no idea. Otherwise, cancel culture for that friend. Over the last few weeks, not months, not years, but weeks, however, I have found myself learning about just how problematic Dr. Seuss and his books are, especially for children who are Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Now, here's the thing. This person read the books and used the books. It was only recently that this person had a wake-up call, was ignorant of the truth of Dr. Seuss's writings until recently. Now, why was she ignorant of Dr. Seuss's books? Because over time, Dr. Seuss changed. In fact, a lot of the stuff that Dr. Seuss is accused of being racist was World War II propaganda against the Nazis and Japanese. There were racist stereotypes. For example, I'm reading from DrSeussArt.com. Dr. Seuss originally referred to a character as a Chinaman and showed his skin color as yellow. It's important to note that in a later reprint, he removed the color and changed the text to a Chinese man. Dr. Seuss's nephew, Ted Owens, noted that his uncle updated his books as standards and tastes evolved. Now, get this. This is from the Washington Post. In 2016, let's see here. This is Barack Obama in 2016.
All of the stuff you need to know is in Dr. Seuss. It's like the Starbelly sneezes. You know? We're all the same. So why would we treat somebody differently just because they don't have a star on their belly? If I think about responsibility, I think about, Horton sitting on the egg up in the tree while Lazy Maisie's flying out doing whatever she parenting? I mean, all I'm saying is that as you get older, what you will find is that the homespun basic virtues that your mom, your dad, folks you care about or admire taught you about hard work, being responsible, being kind, giving something back, being useful, working as a team. It turns out it's all true.
That's Barack Obama in 2016 for the Read Across America initiative. This is Reading Month in America and the Read Across America initiative. Now let me put this into proper context for you. 4 years ago, the first black president of the United States was positively citing Dr. Seuss as a person from whom you can learn lessons about how to treat other people. Fast forward 4 years, and American educators are saying, no, we can't read Dr. Seuss because in his early works he was racist. Y'all, oh, the places you'll go. How many of those stories from Dr. Seuss have been given as graduation gifts? I am Sam. I am Sam. Sam I am. That Sam I am. That Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Would you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Sam clearly was a bigoted, homophobic, anti-trans, horrible person who has to be canceled because he wanted dude to eat green eggs and ham. And guess what? He wound up liking them when he finally tried them. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat. What? He's a what? Oh, that's problematic. Yes, terribly, terribly problematic here. First they came for Mr. Potato Head, and now they're coming for Dr. Seuss. Does Barack Obama have to be canceled for 4 years ago saying you can learn all of life's lessons on how to treat people well by reading Dr. Seuss? I mean, where is the racism in The Grinch? Cindy Lou Who, was she a member of the Klan and we just didn't realize it in the book? Horton Hears a Who. A what? See, Horton is ignoring the oppressed. This is crazy town ridiculousness that the Atlanta Journal-Constitution is giving voice to. An educator who writes, though I may be late, I am willing to admit that I was ignorant to the truth of Dr. Seuss's writings until recently. I have unknowingly read many of his books to my own children, but now that I am better informed, I am committed to advocating for change, because when we know better, we should be better. What's so interesting here is you essentially have an English teacher who wants to ban a book, who wants you to stop reading certain books. First of all, I'm astonished that a newspaper that is privileged under the First Amendment to report the news would give voice to a column of someone who wants to essentially ban books. Second, it is worth pointing out 4 years ago what Barack Obama said about Dr. Seuss. And third, and most importantly, it's worth noting his evolution over time. Horton Hears a Who, the Lorax, the Sneetches, they're all about inclusion and acceptance. He spent the later part of his career where he really exploded into popularity teaching these things. The idea that you're going to read, oh, the places you go, and you'll wind up a racist. The idea that you shouldn't read it because the guy's views evolved over time, or he was a propagandist against the Japanese in World War II, or I don't like his original views on race, that were totally common at the time and aren't reflected in the works that we all read. Really, is The Cat in the Hat that racist of a book? This is where the left is these days. This is where they're headed, censoring everything they don't like and demanding we stop reading it, no matter that the later books written by Dr. Seuss actually reflect values that the first black president of the United States said you should embrace. I guess we've got to counsel Barack Obama now, or force him to walk through the streets while people chant shame at him.